Sorry for the confusion. Sorry for upsetting you. You can still have your cream pies on our platform. It's okay. If I'm apologizing, there's a zombie apocalypse that's gonna happen, Michael.
Heavy. Wait, shit. Hold on. Heavy the head that wears the crown. So I threw mine out. Danny.
Work. Danny. It's been weeks. We have not seen the children in a minute. How have you been?
I know. Michael, I'm good. I haven't seen you walking children in nature. I don't know what's been happening, girl.
You know what? I haven't been walking any children in nature for the past few weeks, but I feel like I've been led by nature for the past few weeks. I've just been like riding a wave, going about the day, trying to find myself.
Oh,
I didn't know I was lost.
On a journey, y'all.
Yes, it was a journey.
You was lost in the sauce, huh? But you look fabulous, and I'm living for this hat. This hat is so sickening.
I don't even know if people can see it properly because the light's crazy, but it's a thing.
And the things are things. You did that.
Thank you very much. So over the past couple of weeks, I redid my apartment, a lot of painting. You were supposed to do some painting as well. Did you do that finally or no?
I finally did some painting. Yes, it was a process. Michael, I didn't realize painting was so difficult until you start doing it, because you have to tape it. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. And let me just say, I was not ready for it. I wasn't ready.
I thought it was going to be like a quick afternoon, roll a brush 2 times.
A walk in the park.
Yeah, I thought, I'm going to drink a glass of wine, I'm going to do and I'm going to be done. But then it turned into something that started at like 10 a.m. up until like 11 something at night. When doing it, I was like, it's like 12 o'clock now. If I continue working straight throughout, then I could be done by 3:30. And then I stopped for a lunch break, and literally the lunch break wasn't for more than like an hour and a half. And it pushed me back until midnight. I was like, I'm not doing this again. The next morning, my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, everything hurt. It felt like it was a full day of exercise. I couldn't do this as a job. I mean, Michael, I should probably try because then I'd be fit as hell. But that's
you are.
Fit is relative. Like in my mind, I'm fit. But in reality, it's something else. You are literally fit.
But you know what? Listen, after pain, I felt you on that because I'm still in pain, y'all. I literally painted a couple of days. I'm literally still in pain.
It took me about 3 days to recover. About 3 days. To be like, my joints are back to normal. Because I tried to exercise. After painting, like the day after or 2 days after, and I was like, I cannot even bend my knees. This is crazy. So,
are you serious with me right now?
Oh yeah, because I painted a really big space. It was like multiple rooms, and it was a lot. God. It was a lot.
You becoming an old man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm joking, y'all.
Well, yes. You know what? I am proud of my age.
Hold on. Wait. Oh my God. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Is that the mosquito again?
Yeah, it just came to my face.
Oh my God. This is ridiculous. Before we started filming, you were literally freaking out like a young girl in like heat over a mosquito. I was like, are you afraid of bugs?
Oh my God. I'm not scared of bugs. I just don't like mosquitoes. And one just la through my window because my screen broke, y'all.
Oh. But
It's
you
been a
just
living
sprayed
nightmare.
it. I guess that you know what? Because you sprayed it, you aggravated the mosquito. That's what had happened.
I know. You know what? I'm just gonna pick up myself and just be ready.
I don't know. Like, I wish a mosquito would. I remember I filmed an episode of this podcast that never aired. Because I was in a mood that day, let me tell you. Ooh, child.
Bitch, give me the tea. What's the tea?
I don't know what had happened. I was filming the podcast, and I don't know if I was tired or hungry or a combination of both. And then there was like a little hole on my screen at my window, and a fly got in. If you know me, you know I don't like bugs. And if I see a bug in my space, I'm going to kill it.
So you feel my pain.
And I don't care if PETA want to come after me. Bugs and I don't coexist in the same space. So I kept trying to ignore it. No, like I tried to ignore this thing for the sake of my video and my podcast so that it's not distracting me from the conversation and everything. But it was so blatantly disrespectful. It always wanted to fly up across my face during me filming. I'm like all up in the camera with me, like it. I was like, we're not sharing camera time here.
So nasty.
So
and
rude.
So rude.
I was like, oh no, she didn't try to dim my shine.
Yes.
So I had to pause and go kill the bitch. And when I tell you,
it was the kill the bitch for me.
I tell you, you see those TikToks going around where they use the audio of Monique from Precious, and it's like, that shit you pulled in the kitchen, I should have fucked you up, but I let you slide. But if you ever, I had to really go in on this fly. I had to let them know this is my space. And we don't play that over here.
Michael versus the fly. I kind of want to see this content now. Michael versus the fly. And Danny versus the mosquito.
Oh my God. This is a mess. Where are bugs coming for us? That's why I don't mess with outside. That's why I have to like, since the past week, it's really hot out, guys. In Toronto, we have like a heat wave warning. You're in New York. You're probably going through the same thing.
Yes,
we're experiencing the hottest freaking days we've ever had in years. So I work from home, so I'm in the house all the time. I don't go outside if I don't have to. I get my groceries delivered to my door. Anything that I need from the outside, we'll bring it to my front door. I don't want to come outside. I close my windows. I blast my AC, and all the bugs and everything that's out there can stay out there. And I'm sorry for those who don't have a good fan or a little something to. God be with you, but I can't do it. I can't go out there, and I don't want anything out there to come in here and harass me.
Well, luckily for you, you can stay home and work. Me, I be walking children in nature, actual kids.
But your kids are so cute. Your kids are so cute and sweet.
I love them. They drive me nuts.
And he has I don't know if I can say the kid's
name.
Say it, go ahead. All right, he has this kid in his class that has the same name as I do. Like the kid's name is my middle name. I won't call the kid's name, but this kid is like this kid is magic to me. This kid is everything I wish I was able to be as a child. Just free, open, and full of life. And like there's nothing hindering this kid from expressing themselves. No toxic masculinity, no societal pressures. This kid is just authentically themselves, and I was like, that's how a kid should be.
And you know what, though?
If I had a teacher like Mr. Danny.
Oh. It's crazy because me and Michael, outside of this, talk all the time, and I tell him all the time about like work or whatever, and about this child. I won't disclose their name, but it's so interesting because this child is so special. No more than 8 years old. Very talented dancer, amazing voguer, wants to vogue the house down. So Michael's seen the clips, especially when I'm at work, and just So what I like to do sometimes is put on a ball. Michael, you've seen the clips where I'll play the Vogan music and the beat or whatever, and then I'll
listen. If I was in your class as a child growing up, I would have lived. Can you imagine going to school and having your teacher have you walk categories? Like, I want to go. That's a school I want to go to. That's a school I want my kids to go to.
Period. Period. And you know what's so crazy is because I make everybody participate, even those who don't want to walk the categories. Like, we'll get like paper plates, or like we'll get a piece of paper, and
they
like
can
we'll
give
like
scores,
the sticks, and then we'll give like the tens or the chops, depending on how they feel about it. But it's funny because even when somebody loses, they're still clapping and supporting and hugging everybody, and I love that. We have to teach this to more young people because they're our future. They are our future. That's key.
I totally agree. Totally agree. I believe the children are okay. Don't want to get copyrighted, and I don't know if I'm. Love you, Whitney. So there are like a few stories that I wanted to like run by you since I have, and we haven't talked for a little minute. This past, oh my God, you and this mosquito.
Michael, I'm sorry.
Is it dead yet?
Oh my God, yes, I got the bitch. The bitch is gone. The bitch is gone. I slayed her.
I feel like I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this video to be like, sensitive content ahead. Like, trigger warning. I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer. I think I'm gonna have to do that. Oh,
cut the cameras.
God.
Dead ass. Cut the cameras. I'm so sorry. But the bitch is dead. Slayed her.
Okay.
Like I said at the beginning, heavy the head that wears the crown. And I took mine off, and that bitch was gone.
So, because we haven't talked for like a good minute, I wanted to bring up some like hot topics that I've been seeing around the internet, the intergalactic web, and get your thoughts on them.
I'm excited.
So, Sha'Carri, the American runner. We all know her story. She was banned from running in the Olympics because of marijuana found in her blood.
Yes.
And yada, yada, yada. There was like a big Twitter uproar. All that.
Yeah, everybody was attacking her. Media outlets were attacking her like crazy.
Yeah, to a certain extent. And she was getting a lot of support from Twitter people and from celebrities like Rihanna and stuff like that.
Yes. So
she got a lot of endorsement deals as well. Now, she ran recently against if you don't know where I'm from, my background is Jamaican. For some people that ask still, up to this point, if you're new to the channel, that's what it is. If you've been here all this time and you haven't picked it up, that's what it is.
Period. Big up yourself. Period. Don't come for me, y'all. I am trying.
Okay. We're gonna ignore that. So she did this race with a bunch of Jamaicans and some people from other countries recently, and she was really excited about the race, and she was really talking a lot. Like, she was very pumped,
She was really excited.
She was like, I'm gonna go do this, and I'm gonna do it well, and I'm gonna blaze the track and everything. And so, my people, we're really good for not me messing with the mic. We're really good for a short distance sprint. We're really good at that. While Kenyans are amazing at the long distance stuff, Jamaicans we dominate 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter relays. Like, we dominate that.
Dashes, baby. No joke. No joke. No joke.
So we do what we do, and we swept it. 1, 2, 3. It's like every year. That's
just
what
like
we
that,
do.
Literally, in that order. In that order right there.
Yeah. So we do what we do, and she came in 9th, aka last, and it was okay because the fact that you made it to this race shows that you are good. So it doesn't mean that she's not a good athlete. by any means. She probably just had a really bad day.
You know what? I felt like she was really like, she was being cocky.
She was very confident and
She was
excited.
being cocky.
She was very excited and confident.
You know me, I ain't got no filter. The bitch was being cocky. There was a TikTok she had posted, her hair and her nails, and she was like, I was like, child, does she not know that these Jamaicans are about to dust her?
I don't know. And she did the race, and afterwards she was talking to the press, and she's like, yeah, she was talking. She was saying whatever she was saying. Who knows? And it just feels like she has an issue with letting things go because yes, there are trolls on the internet and people are going to make fun of you if you win or you lose. They will make fun of you because that's what people on Twitter do. Twitter is this big nest of fools just trying to see who's the funniest. So you can't take what Twitter people see, what people in Twitter say seriously. So anyway, someone tweeted something about the Jamaicans, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, whatever, they're fast, but something or another, they're walking barefooted to sell coconuts on the side of the road." I was like, "Okay, girl, that's not what Jamaica's about, but work." Anyways, she liked the tweet. And I was like, Sha'Carri, you're a public figure. Like, you're going to have to see these girls at every meet you go to internationally because these girls are the fastest women in the world. They're the top of their game. You're number 6, you claim. Their numbers 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Like, these women are at the top of their field. And everywhere you go, she did like the tweet. And I thought, this was in poor taste. And I feel like her publicist should have a word with her, probably ask for control of her Twitter. Just because you're getting endorsement deals now, you're known by a lot of people now, and this is great because a lot of times athletes who are NFL players, basketball players, NHL, they get all the sponsorship and the notoriety. Runners don't get that much unless you're Usain Bolt.
Mm-hmm. Or dancers.
Right, like runners don't get that much like notoriety and sponsorships and press and all that. So if you're getting it right now, try to hold on to it and try to keep a positive image around yourself. So I think she's young. What do you think?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on her?
Okay, first of all, I don't have any. Especially after that. But like, Michael, no, I'm literally sitting here gagged and gassed because I just can't believe you would like something like that. That's blatant. That's ignorance right there. Okay?
Oh, and I think she has like some beef with Nicki Minaj.
And Lil Nas, apparently.
Wait, and Lil Nas too?
Yeah, I believe. Listen, check me in the comments if I'm wrong. But I believe I saw, and I did, that she said that gay shit or whatever, keep that off my timeline or something like that. Very problematic after her first win that became public. Yeah, it was like a big thing. So I already had an issue with that from my knowledge and from what I've seen. I could be wrong, which I'm probably not, but yes, I've seen that, which I thought was problematic. I was like, look, okay. You are now a public figure. You have all these endorsements. You have a lot going for yourself. And for you to be liking things that are ignorant comments like that, then to not support your fellow racers, no matter who they are, especially after the race you just had, is kind of weird. It's kind of shady, and it makes you look like a poor sport, a sore loser. And that's not my kind of people. Like, girl, lose with dignity and grace, and definitely get a handle on your life because now you're in the public eye.
I hope she doesn't, because some people, they're very talented and they have all the makings to be great, but they have like a bad energy, a bad spirit, or just like bad vibes, and it just tanks them. I hope that's not her case. But
she has time, like you said, she's very young.
She can learn.
She has time to educate, grow, and get better with time, like just make sure she's on that right path. She's just very young. The TikToks, the hair, the nails, She's all about this clout now. Like, girl, take your time, rebuild yourself, build your brand, get everything up there, and really, really, really be the best you can possibly be for yourself. That's it. It's that simple. Because right now, I do not have your photo in my hand, and you will be not with these girls on the sideline.
Period. Speaking of photos not in hand and things going left, bad segue. OnlyFans put out this big statement like a week ago. Oh, our partners no longer want us to have pornography on our site, so we're getting rid of it at the end of the month or whatever. And yeah, so right away,
Yes.
people like Tyga posted that they're going to be releasing their own platform that charges you 10% of your earnings so you can publish whatever you want to publish. And I learned that OnlyFans takes 30%, which I didn't know because that's a lot of money.
That is, I did not know that either.
I don't have an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
I don't have an OnlyFans account, so I can't speak to that. But if someone told me that it's 30%, I took their word for it, and I'm letting you know right now. I don't know if it's true. If you have first-hand information, like you have an account and you know what it's like, let me know in the comments below. Do they take 30% of your money?
That's
if
a
that's
lot,
the case,
though. 30%?
That's expensive. I would not use that platform. And
Yes.
so Tyga came out, said, I'm going to create my own thing. I'm charging 10%. This lady that's like the best friend of Wendy Williams, and she's on Love and Hip Hop Miami. I forgot her name. Mendoza?
She's on Love and Hip Hop Miami?
Yeah, an older gal.
Doesn't ring any bells. It's crazy because I was just watching a clip of Love and Hip Hop Miami.
I think it's something like Melina. I know I'm saying the name wrong. I know I'm not saying the right name. She's doing another platform again for people to come and show their booties and whatnot. But anyways, everyone online was going crazy, so Twitter came in there like, we're gonna keep it. Sorry for the confusion. Sorry for upsetting you. You can still have your cream pies on our platform. It's okay. So what do you think? Do you think it was stupid of OnlyFans to say they're going to remove pornographic content in the first place?
Oh, absolutely.
Isn't that like most of their content?
Honestly, if I was a content creator for an OnlyFans platform and I have pornography and I'm like, I guess a sex worker, whatever you want to call it, and I'm putting on videos to my OnlyFans and I'm getting a lump sum of my money taken away from me, and for this place, this page telling me that you're gonna take away all my content, right? Which is me losing money. Now people have other platforms that they can go to, get more money that they lost out on, and thrive and be successful. Yes, OnlyFans messed up.
I think that people should still leave OnlyFans, only because OnlyFans was kind of monopolizing sex workers and people who produce these type of content, and they were charging so much money because they were the only platform that would allow people to do this. But now that you have, but you don't get paid for Twitter, right?
Yeah, you don't.
But now you have someone like Tyga who has a platform and he charges you less money for your fees. I would move my business over there.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Your fans, more than likely, a lot of people who have like hundreds and thousands of people that are signed up to their OnlyFans, sometimes you're the only person that they're signed up to on OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. And even if they're signed up to somebody else, I don't think it's going to be a big deal for them to be like, if you're moving, I'm going to follow you over here to Tyga's platform.
Right. But you know what, though? I would move too, but also I would really, really thoroughly read what I'm signing up for before anything. Because I
go over it with your lawyer.
Right. I do not want anything to affect my income and my money. Some people make a living off of OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah. It's a full-time job for a lot of people.
Especially like when the pandemic struck, us, everybody was, the OnlyFans content was rising. A lot of people were making money off of that. And it's like, for you to just say that and try to chop them all up and make them lose money is absolutely ridiculous. I do not agree with that. And OnlyFans is really about to lose a lot of money. A lot of money. What they should have done was said, we're going to retract that and lower our percentage of your money that we're going to take.
Right.
That's what they should have said.
But
that's not what was said. So I'll be going. I mean,
we'll see what happens. Oh, we know you. Okay, everyone. I know, and you know, Danny has a secret OnlyFans account that he only allows select people to join.
Michael is so full of shit that the toilet's jealous. Okay? He is so full of shit, y'all. Because that is a lie. Look, you can look it up. Type my name in Google right now.
It's not under
now.
Danny Ortega. You know what?
Right?
DM me and I'll share you his name on OnlyFans.
Go ahead, do it. Find it. You're going to find a different Danny.
How about that?
Listen, if I ever had an OnlyFans, which I would never do.
All right, Danny. I'm not gonna put you on blast. I'm not gonna tell people. I'm not gonna tell people what your OnlyFans name is. It's okay.
See. Okay. The thing is, the reason why Michael didn't tell y'all his middle name is because that's the name of his OnlyFans.
I do have one.
I told y'all. I told the people. Listen, wherever you're listening from, his OnlyFans, DM me and I will share the link to his OnlyFans.
The link is in the description of my videos. Hello. It's called Patreon. Go sign up.
As well as his Patreon. And you can
if you want OnlyFans content, go subscribe to the top tier of my Patreon. You'll get something special every month. How about that?
Ooh, y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it
Don't
here.
expect nothing from me. Do not expect anything from me.
Me either, y'all. Because all you're going to get is the boy with the yellow beret.
Beyonce just released her Ivy Park collection. Did you buy anything?
No.
Me neither.
Listen. Like
I just didn't see anything that I needed.
Right.
There was a lot of good stuff. Like I liked the jean jackets and everything, but then I was like, it's hot. When am I going to be able to wear this? For like 2 months during fall, and then it's winter, so I'm not going to be able to wear a jean jacket. And the sweatpants and stuff, I already have a whole collection of that from the last time that I haven't worn yet. So I'm not trying to just collect a bunch of her stuff and not be able to wear them. And so I was like, and the shoes, I was like, I really like the shoes, but it's very similar to the last collection, and I already have that pair, so
I would love to own a piece of Ivy Park because I don't own any Ivy Park anything.
I will say, if you do want to get it because it's really great quality.
See, and that's the thing. That's what I heard, that it's really, really great quality. And when the last collection came out, I wanted. You see how you got the nice little bucket hat on your head? I wanted the orange one. It was so vibrant, so cute with the shorts. But it sold out immediately when I got to the website. It was like, did y'all bitches have y'all alert on? Did y'all bitches buy every hat that was in stock? Like,
yeah, we have alerts on. I had the alert and everything. They messaged me. My computer was blowing up when it was time. I was like, 2 hours remaining, an hour remaining, 10 minutes remaining. Bitch, get on it. Wow. So I'm always on top of it.
Waiting at the door. And I was like, damn, all I wanted was the damn hat and the shorts. But, unfortunately, I didn't get any. I'm so livid. I'm so livid about that, actually.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
I was really looking forward to getting some stuff, but I just thought maybe next time. Another
thing
about
Amazon, I'm buying it.
No one ain't gonna sell Beyonce stuff on Amazon. If they do, I'm gonna find who that person is and revoke their Beehive card because that's not cute. Don't be selling Beyonce stuff on Amazon. The hell? Speaking of Beyonce, she is the first Black woman and one of 4 women to ever wear the Tiffany yellow diamond.
Yes.
And so there is while that's like an accomplishment, I think.
I think.
These days, when I hear like, "Oh, you're the first black person to get something," I'm like, okay, so you've been racist for all these hundreds of years. Great, you're not racist anymore. I don't think so.
Listen, she was above it all. She was above that diamond. Let's be real. Okay.
Yeah, she was above it. I didn't think she needed to wear it to be like the first black woman to wear it. Like Lady Gaga wore it before her. I'm like, bitch, whatever.
She did?
I think so. I'm like, you put it on Gaga, girl. I don't need this diamond. I got my own. So the diamond is really expensive, and it's very exclusive. But a lot of people were coming for her online saying, "Oh, Beyonce is wearing a blood diamond from blah blah blah, yada yada yada."
Oh,
and I was like,
"Whoa,
first of all, a lot of y'all's wedding bands and the little quarter of a carat you have is a blood diamond. Where do you think diamonds come from? In North America, mined by white people who are fed 3 meals a day and get paid $100,000 a year? No. Down there in Africa, boo. And it's not always ethically, most times it's not ethically sourced.
Yeah.
Most diamonds are blood diamonds. And
yeah.
This argument was not thrown around when the other 3 hoes had it on.
But so why all of a sudden with Beyonce? Beyonce? Why y'all out here looking like Luther Vandross? Please. Y'all need to leave her alone.
Come on, Tiffany Pollard. Actually, I'm still a little on that girl. From the last time she had that, when she had that clip out talking to this trans woman, and she was like, "Oh, but you're a man with penis and blah blah blah." There was a weird clip going around maybe a year ago.
From Tiffany?
Yes.
Bitch,
I don't know.
Under a rock, 'cause
I don't know if she has apologized since. Even if she has, I don't know what she could have said to make it make sense. Because that clip was wild. I'll find it and send it to you.
Please do. I did not know that.
We'll kiki about that later.
We'll kiki.
But yeah,
Beyonce.
I was like, first of all, I didn't care much for her. Like, okay, you're doing a sponsored thing with Tiffany. I like Tiffany's jewelry. I own a few Tiffany jewelry, but I didn't care that she had to pose with the diamond. I was like, okay, she did pose with it. Fine, it's a diamond. I don't feel like
it's a fucking diamond.
I don't feel like people need to try and come for her for this diamond. You know that Tiffany has owned this diamond for years. If you want to come for somebody, come for the person who owns it. Like, relax.
Or any of the 3 white
that
women
have worn it before.
People are annoying, Michael. People are very, very annoying. Like they're very selective and are annoying. Like, do you think Beyonce is worried about any of y'all right now?
No, man. But to your point, people are very selective. I was talking to someone. Have you been watching Real Housewives of Potomac?
Honestly, I was. But due to unfortunate circumstances, I stopped watching.
All right. I don't know if I can tell you I can have the whole discussion about
Give me all the tea. I love.
We're never going to get to the topic of this video, but it's okay. We're going to talk about it.
It's been a minute since we sat down and kiki.
It's okay. I'll tell you about it. Okay, so
all right. I'm here for all the antics.
I'll tell you about the last 2 episodes. So,
okay,
you know the characters, right? So if I tell you the name of them,
yes.
you know. Okay, Candace brings the girls on a girls' trip to some backwoods place. I don't know where. I don't care. But it has this
the back of the woods.
No offense to whoever lives there. I just don't remember the name of it. And the way the girls talk about it, it's like it's the middle of nowhere.
So why they
So,
going?
but there's like this really big mansion there, and the mansion's gorgeous. Everyone
It's
in
haunted.
everyone keeps saying, "Oh, house is gorgeous." And to be honest, it's a nice looking house, but it's like not the nicest house I've ever seen in my life. So I'm like, why do they keep saying it's so nice? I'm like, it's not the nicest house I've ever seen. Anyways, they get there. The girls are doing what they do. Karen and Giselle get at it because Giselle says,
I'm sick of Karen. I'm sick of Karen. Oh my god.
Shots fired. Shots fired. You're a Giselle fan?
First of all, I'm not a fan of none of these hoes, but it's always a bitch named Karen. God, I'm listening though. I'm listening. I'm all ears, y'all. I'm all ears because I love these suspicious drama. All right, go ahead.
I'm just had to like digest that. Okay. Rude.
I got him, girl.
Giselle and Karen get at it, whatever. Wendy is showing her body a lot because she got her body done. You know that. And she's happy with it, and I live for her. Now, Wendy hasn't told the group why the sudden change, but Wendy has talked about it in the confessionals, and she's talked about it with her family. And I get it as like, I get it. I come from that similar background as Wendy, where you were told to go to school and have a certain career and get the degrees and all of that. And I did that just like she did. And I was also on the trajectory of being a college professor and getting a doctorate. And I had to stop myself and be like, I ain't happy going to school all this time. I've been going to school for umpteen years and I'm tired of it. I just want to stop. And she didn't. She continued on with her journey and she got to where she got.
Yeah.
But I stopped and I lived my life. For me, I'm like, my parents done live their lives. I got the degrees already that I need. I don't need extra. Because when you go apply for a job, you could have a master's or a doctorate. They don't see the difference, especially if it's not in the educational field. If it's in like the private sector, they don't care. There's like experience is what they care about in the private sector. So she got that. She's a middle-aged woman almost. She has all these kids and a family and the house and this and that. She's realizing she didn't get to live her best life in her 20s and do the crazy things and twerk and drink and party. Now she wants to do that, and she had the baby, so obviously all these kids are going to take a toll on her body, so she got her body done and she wants to be a hot girl. Giselle's going to say to her...
body thotty.
Yes. Now,
body thotty, y'all.
Giselle said to her over lunch, last year you had substance, and this year I don't know who you are. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you?
Giselle said what? So I can hear this correctly.
Last year you had substance. And this year I don't know who you are. And Robin chimed in and said, last year you had substance, and this year you're loose. I said, okay.
They trying to say she for the streets. That's what they trying to say. Whoa.
I said, this is the highest form of disrespect to the Dr. Wendy. How dare these women?
Whoa.
How dare they? How do you take it saying you had substance last year, but you have none this year?
This is what I would have ate these bitches. I would have been like, just because y'all some boring basic bitches and y'all are on a repetitive cycle doesn't mean I have to be stagnant as well. I'm going to choose to live my life in bliss and happiness and do things for me instead of pleasing others. I'm not mean. I'm realistic. I'm gonna keep it truthful. Michael, I would have ate them. Because how you gonna tell me I had substance? I've never lost any of that. First and foremost,
I know.
I've missed out on a key point in my life to have experiences, make mistakes, to mess up. So now that I'm older, it may not be cute to y'all because y'all probably already had your experiences and y'all learned from it, but I never had the opportunity to embrace all of that. So you cannot judge me or should be passing judgment on me.
For sure. I agree with you. So in that moment, you can tell she was upset because she had respect for Giselle and she saw Giselle as like a big sister. And Karen was in her defense. Karen was like, first of all, if she wanted to show her pubic hair, we should say, yes, do you live your life. Don't be telling people they shouldn't dress a certain way or whatever. I like Karen, so just so y'all know.
Who y'all carry, y'all? Let us know. Who y'all be carrying?
If you are a Giselle stan, you can unfollow me right now.
Wait, Michael, no, because she has substance.
I'm done. So the next day, because this is like part one of it, and then Giselle kept running around. She talked to Ashley, she talked to Robin, and she's like, ooh, there's this rumor going around, and there's this blog that says that Wendy's husband cheated on her and has a baby on the side. But I don't believe it though. But I'm like, why you keep bringing it up? But I don't believe it though. And then she says, maybe.
This bitch she's so full of fucking shit. Michael, I'm living right. I needed a dose of this. Go ahead.
So she's like, I don't believe it though. But do you think that the reason she's getting her body done and she's being so drop it like it's hot Wendy all of a sudden is because she wants people to think that, look at me, I'm gorgeous and my man has nothing to worry about and to go looking for. So it's like she got the body done to,
to please her man?
To please her man and to quiet the rumors. So she told Ashley and
this is messy.
Messy. She told Ashley and she told Robin. And so Ashley comes to the trip because, Candace don't like Ashley. Ashley comes to the trip for one day and Ashley's like dropping tea. And Ashley drops that tea onto Wendy's lap.
Or pouring it all on the table.
It's like Thanksgiving and it's a gravy boat and she's just lathering all the stuffing with the gravy. Like, all of it. And she drops it right on to Wendy's lap, and Wendy's like, oh. So y'all been sitting around and having conversations about me and my man, my family, and talking about these rumors that are not true.
Oh my God.
When Wendy got up and went back in the house, and she sat down, and she was like, because they were twerking and having a good time drinking wine. Wendy's like...
Because she got that body.
No, Wendy wasn't dancing. She came in. The other girls were twerking and having a good time.
Oh, they were twerking. But wait, they have substance.
Child. So...
I let that go. That blew my
Same. So when Wendy came back in, she's like, since we're twerking and all, I got something to ask. I heard some of you heifers, and I'm paraphrasing, some of you heifers be talking about my husband and some blog, and Giselle's name was mentioned and that she's been talking to other people about it. And then everyone's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Who said that? And she's like, oh.
Who said that?
I don't know who exactly, but I know Giselle was talking to Ashley and Giselle was talking to other people. And she's going around the room. Did she talk to you about it? Was it you? 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 Everybody said, oh, not me. But anyways, she's like, you know what? It's fine. I have something for you. And she dragged Giselle from here to Atlanta, back to Mississippi, and all the way around Potomac 3 times. She said to Giselle, you ain't got a man. That's why you don't know how to keep a man. And everything that you've done in your life, that's nasty. That's why God has you living this bad life you're living now. And she dragged her, and I drank my wine, and I kikied, and I laughed, and after we're finished filming this, we're going to watch it together.
Michael,
We're gonna watch it
let's
together.
do it, 'cause bitch, I need to see that.
It
Michael,
was so good.
I am gooped right now.
I was talking to someone about it, and they're like, "Oh my god, I got so uncomfortable watching it," and blah blah blah. I don't know why Wendy was so upset. I'm like,
what? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you fucking serious to me right now? First of all, she was already attacked prior to this. Then, real quick, I want to say this for everybody listening. Women do things for themselves. They do not need, and none of us need men's approval for anything. Period. Just have to say that, okay? She did it for herself. She doesn't need. She's a confident, strong woman who does not need that. Okay? You're gonna put some respect on her name. That's what you're going to do. Put some respect on her name. And honestly, I gotta watch the clip now because Mike already told you. I already told you. I would have dragged Dada real quick.
To be honest, I looked at it and I said the way Wendy articulated herself in that moment of anger and like disdain for Giselle, I was like, she handled herself better than I would or some other people would, because Wendy could have easily like been, because Wendy was like, it doesn't matter if these cameras are in the room, I'll drag you. And I was like, you're lucky she said it that way and she didn't like lean into it, because another black woman would have leaned into it.
Because like, she would have came off as aggressive in any way, shape, or form. But mind you, this is what she did. She read Giselle's ass with substance. That's what a grown woman does. That's what a grown ass. That's what a grown woman does. Because
anytime I'm gonna be in an argument with someone, I'm gonna be like, "You ain't got no substance." I'm not gonna argue with you.
That's a trigger. That's like trigger warning. But any other one of these Love and Hip Hop hoes probably would have do a drink, probably would have had hands. But the fact that she sliced you with words is sickening. That is the most sickening thing somebody can do, is eat you up with words. I'm here for it. Michael, we have to watch it. Michael, you cannot tell me this, and then we just don't watch.
We're definitely going to watch it. But before we end, at least let's see if we can talk about the actual topic of the show. This week's episode was supposed to be about apologies, guys, but we haven't talked in so long that we just got carried away. I'm so sorry.
We got carried away.
But I'm not sorry. We have a kiki, and if we get to the topic, we get to the topic. We ain't sorry. Now, apologies.
Point blank, period.
How do you feel about apologies? I recently had a situation where...
Ooh, that's how you know it's real. That's how you know it's real.
I recently had a situation where a friend of mine ghosted me for weeks, and then they called me to check me that I was an inconsistent friend.
Wait a minute, bitch. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut, bitch. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yes, Danny, it was you. And
so that's the reason why. That's the reason. Now imagine.
So when they called me to like check me and be like, "You're inconsistent" or whatever, I was like, I can go one out of two ways right now. I have the choice. I always say that
they said you had no substance. Not let that go.
Fighting words. So I said, I always say I always have the I can't control what people do. I can control how I react to it.
Right.
Sometimes things hurt too much and your emotions take control and you don't have any control over it, but whatever. Most times I have control over it. So I had the control and I decided I can do one or two things right now. I can read this person for filth, this friend, or I can just apologize even though I have nothing to apologize for, just for the sake of ending the argument. What do you have to say?
No. I'm saying I see your points, but continue before I make my statement because I want to get all the information before.
So I was like, we were supposed to go out. I was working. They called me, and I was like, I'm in work. Can I talk to you later? And they're like, sure. I go back to work. I'm like, why did? Because we were supposed to go out that night. I thought they were gonna text me to say what time and place I should meet them. So I call them back. I text them back an hour before my shift ends, and I'm like, well, did you have something to tell me earlier when you called? Because you haven't said anything since our last conversation. No response. 3 weeks gone by. They text me, can I call you? I'm like, yeah. They call me. They're like, I'm calling you to check you because you've been inconsistent.
Woo!
I was like, first of all, if that's what your MO is today, I'm not going to play along and be like, yeah, my bad, whatever. I'm gonna tell you right now, you are trash. You ignored my text for 3 weeks, and you're out there living your best life. And when you feel like you are ready to come back and talk to me, you're gonna be like, I've been inconsistent. If you're looking for an apology, you're gonna have to go dig deep down in your own ass to find it, because it ain't over here. And you calling my phone to say this shit, if you were closer, I'd probably slap you. Didn't say all of that.
But you wanted to.
But anyways,
You gonna pull a
I didn't
onesie, child.
apologize because I'm one of these people where, like, if I said something to you, I meant it.
Yeah.
And I don't, if I hurt your feelings and it was not my intention to hurt your feelings, like if I'm genuinely having a conversation and I say something that you took as hurtful or like insensitive, I'll be like, oh, I never intended for that to be the case. I apologize for making you feel that way.
But standing
That's
by
an
what you said.
That's my apology.
Yeah.
But generally, when I say so, and I'll be like, maybe I should have said it this way instead of that way. So I apologize for making you feel disrespected or whatever, because I didn't want that to be the case. But in general, if I said something, I said what I said. I am not a big on apology. Most times if I apologize for something, it's just to shut you up and get you out of my face.
Yeah.
Because I just like, oh, you're talking a lot. Like, okay, sorry, bye. Can we be done? What are your takes on it?
Okay. This is a big thing for me, apologies, because pride and apologies coexist in the same lane.
Yeah, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with apologizing. It's like that's what I said earlier. If I did something wrong and I realized that what I said hurt your feelings or what I did was actually wrong, sure. But generally, if I don't think I did anything wrong and you can't show me what I did wrong, then girl, I don't know.
Exactly. But some
know.
people are just so prideful that they can't see where they messed up and they have a tough time apologizing. Here's my take on the topic, right? Your friend, I don't know what the layers of your friendships or what the like what's the foundation of it, but for them to
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Right. Do you see what I'm saying? It's clearly not concrete. If this, you know, this is a big thing. To ignore me for a month after I text you and you to come at me say I'm going to check you, who are you to say something like that? So yeah, I just good on you, Michael, but honestly, I would not have apologized. I was not going to say sorry, and I would have had a conversation and said we can meet in person, which might have been a bad idea, and we can have a conversation about it. But
I'm all about that.
No.
I'm all about
We
the
can
meeting
do that.
person. I don't love to have arguments over text. If you're texting me some long ass stuff, I'm not reading all of it, and I'm not
Yeah.
going to engage. I'll call
Yeah.
you and be like, you know, I'm not a texter. If you want to have a conversation, let's figure out a date and time, and we can link face to face and hash this out. Because I'm grown.
Exactly.
uh,
I don't
But
get
yeah.
it. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But again, you listen. I understand. I've been through that myself, and I'm no longer friends with a lot of people. I'm no longer friends with a lot of them. So
sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. I mean,
that's just how it goes. Sometimes we lose
but,
friendships.
do you feel like an apology is genuine sometimes? Like, Or is it necessary? I don't even know what the real question is, because
apology is only necessary if the person is genuine and realize that they're wrong and see that they're wrong. That's the only time is when apology is needed. Like, for example, real quick, I fucked up in a prior situation with someone, and I've apologized multiple times about it because I was really, really genuine in my apology, and I analyzed that I was the issue and I made the mistake. So it's just about taking ownership when you apologize. Take ownership of what you're saying.
But are apologies necessary? Because is the apology for the person you've wronged, or is it for yourself? Because it's like forgiveness to me.
Both.
If someone does something to me, I'm being really like plain right now about it. I don't need you to apologize. If you're someone who's close in my life and you've done something that hurt me, I don't need you to say I'm sorry for it. I need you to acknowledge it. Be like, yeah, I did stab you. I didn't mean to. It wasn't like I'm not happy that I stabbed you. I did stab you though. That's a fact. It happened.
Right.
I'm not happy about it. I'm not gonna do it again.
But granted, but
that's okay with me.
But
acknowledge
still,
it and let me know this is not gonna happen again. I don't need to be like, I am sorry. I'm so sorry.
But here's the thing, though, Michael. You can acknowledge it, but you have to take ownership. I'm sorry that I stabbed you. I'm acknowledging it, and I'm taking ownership of what I'm saying and apologizing to you like a person, like a man, a woman, whoever you are, and I'm owning this, and I'm giving you that apology because that's what you deserve, because what I did was wrong.
Yeah. And I just don't need an apology either. I need you to, like, atone for it.
I don't need that apology, Charles. You can say
I
that.
need you to atone. Like, you just stabbed me. You're going to have to work on, like, gaining my trust again and, like, making me feel safe around you and all of that. It's a process.
See, I can do an apology. I can do it an apology, especially when somebody is consistently fucking up and they don't apologize. I can do it with an apology. At least I know you put your pride aside and owned up to what you were doing and apologized to me. That's huge for me. So yeah, I see what you're saying.
In long story short, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, creeds and race, and everything in between and above and below and beyond, all of that.
Love beyond.
The moral of our story is apologies are for suckers. Don't ever do it. We're joking. If you've wronged someone and you've hurt someone, do the right thing. All right. Now, until next time, we gotta go. We have Potomac to. I keep saying Potomac, but it's Potomac. We got that to watch. Bye, guys. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and go follow Danny. Hey beautiful humans, you've made it this far in this video, why not subscribe to my Patreon? You can sign up for exclusive content I don't post on YouTube, or support me making content for this channel. Speaking of, why don't you watch another video?